Greetings from Colville, Washington, 49° north. Look at the brilliance of them clouds over there. Try observing reality for what reality is. See that sky? Isn't that just wild skies? They're only going to get better. Ain't that just awesome? Let's just watch this sun as it goes out of our perspective of view. Alright, let's get started with it. See that over there? How it's blue skies? And we're starting to get a radius forming. The clouds kind of interject a little bit, but you can still see the radius of the light emitted from the sun. The moon will be in the morning. I'm going to try to show up at the job site where the lights aren't so intense. This motel has intense lights that just destroy the field of view of the stars and the sun and the moon. But here you're getting a glimpse of reality presenting itself to you. Why is that white spot there? And them clouds aren't intensely lit over there. That's just a little further south. That's about due west, maybe. I don't have a compass that works up here. I broke mine. And I haven't replaced it yet. But look at the radius of the light as the light follows the sun into the distance. This is an observable reality that you can deny all you want, but it doesn't change the reality of what is out there. That radius of light does not lie. Put a light behind a sheet and hold it close. And then move it into the distance and see the whole sheet light up. And while it's close, it's only the immediate fibers of the sheet that are around the light that gather the light. See the light? See the pattern? As the light rays and the last of them are reaching over here. The sun is still setting prior to my getting off work. But while I'm going to work and while I'm coming to work, the radius of the light is very apparent up here. See that? Just continue to watch it here for a few minutes and you're going to see it continue to reduce itself in a radius. Them clouds over there might be a hindrance to the radius. They might also present some observations that present the radius a little clearer. But you can already see that the radius is reducing. If the sun was 93 million miles away, or whatever it would be at this point in time, that radius would not exist because all of the light would be equal across the whole horizon. Yep, I'm still here, Colville Inn, Colville, Washington. See that? No doubt of where I'm at. Today is the 26th of February. It's 5:51 p.m. The temperature is about in the 20s. I don't have any way to verify it right now. Just look at the radius in the hot spot of the sun as the sun continues to move off into the distance. It's not being spun out of view, folks. It's time that you open your eyes and do a mind check, because your eyes do not lie to you. The officials lie to you. They con you into believing without investigation of reality. Let's just keep bouncing back and forth here and watching this. As that sun continues to move further and further away, and that radius of light continues to follow it in the northwesterly sky. I got the offer out there to any baller. It ain't just Wolfie, it ain't just any of you ballers. Or it's any of you ballers. Any of you guys who are so damn convinced that you live on a spinning ball that you refuse to investigate it, hook me up. We'll go do some measurements. We'll get a big party going on. Not a party per se, but we'll just go out there. It don't matter really what body of ocean we're at, the west coast, east coast. I can't travel across the sea, so don't expect me to. But I can meet you anywhere in the continental United States, and we can do an investigation by grabbing a bunch of spinning ball believers and a bunch of reality realizers and go out on a beach at high tide, and a bunch of us at the same time stake the water line so that we know where the water and the land meets. Once that's established, we can set up an instrument right over there, and we can figure the elevation that instrument is. And then we can move 50 to 100 yards at a time with the quality of equipment we have to do this with these days. And if Earth is a spinning ball, you better have your 8 inches per mile squared according to the Pythagorean theorem and Euclidean geometry of the reality of where you're at. There's nothing wrong with investigating what they tell you. In fact, I'm all for it. That's why I'm out here. I only observe reality and let reality present itself to us. And when you look at the light pattern, you comprehend the fact, the undeniable fact. See, if them clouds weren't there, the clouds gather light and stuff too. But look at in the clear skies over here on this side. Look at the clear skies and the radius that's receding with the sun out into the northwest sky. It's an obvious observation of reality. Watch right there. Let me just position that camera right there for a minute and sit here and we'll observe reality. You can already see there's no real light over there. Let's see, right? You can see that mountain. Right there. Next to that telephone pole. See how it's already dimming down? Tomorrow may be a better day when there's not clouds at all, perhaps. And you're still going to see the same effect. See, we're looking totally south here. That has to be full south because that's exactly, check out the rail, that's exactly 90 degrees right there, and then 180 to right there. This radius is going to continue to shrink and follow the sun into the distance. The thing about it is it's opening up on the other side in a radius as it approaches. So if the sun approach has a radius and the sun's departure has a radius, how is it possible for that sun to be 93 million miles away right now? The entire sky would appear the same on the division of the landmass of the mountains meeting the atmos plane. Shrinking and shrinking, you can see it. See? Let me raise the camera a little bit. this baby up a little bit. There we go. Let's lock her in there. I'm on Fronto $500 tripod, a $500 P900 presents reality, captures, should I say it captures reality, so that reality can be presented. Now you're seeing a radius. Now you're seeing a good radius. Why is that hot spot radius right over there? You can see it's observable. It's reality. Yeah, I'm up on a balcony, second floor balcony. Which gives a greater glimpse of the radius, perhaps than you would collect from the ground level. Perhaps not, but I'm on the second floor, so this is where I'm shooting this footage from. My camera height is no more than 18 foot off the ground. But you can see it getting dark everywhere but where the sun migrated to, and the radius is predominant. If them clouds right there weren't there, you'd be observing more darkness over there, because the light's following the sun away from us. It's not being spun out of view. My challenge that I put out to Wolfie and Soundly and Red's Rhetoric and all them, that's open to anybody, really. Let's get this nonsense settled once and for all. Because that's what it is nonsense. With the evidences that the Flat Earth reality realizers have presented at this point in time, there is no reason why we don't go and do a final measurement and prove once and for all what's really going on out there. Like I said, the sun went away right over there. That's where it left perspective. It's obvious that's where it went by the light pattern. The contingent light pattern is right over there, and it's obvious. See the transition? The radius is receding as the sun moves further into the northwest sky. Reality does not need any defense. Why is there a small radius of light? Why isn't that whole mountainside receiving the same amount of light exposure if that sun is truly 93 million miles away? There's south again. See? This handrail is just about due south. And then right over here, on this side, is due north. That's due west, right there. And the radius is so obvious. It's in your face. Observable reality in your face. And you still want to deny it. I ain't afraid. I put the offer up there, and I'll take on anyone who wants to take me on. I've observed enough to comprehend what reality is. And the reality is, Earth is not a spinning ball, folks. It's a motionless plane. And it's the sun and the moon that move over our heads that is observable through reality. Three more minutes. We'll see how this goes. I may have to start it again just for a couple of seconds. A couple of minutes. There's my roof. So that's south because the handrail is right there. See the handrail right there? That's due south. Look at the sky over there. How dark it is. The only light that's out there and observable is in the northwest skies. Plain and simple. Watch the radius reduce to nothing, into total darkness, as the sun further recedes into the northwestern sky. I don't know what the sun is, but I know it sure ain't no nuclear fusion explosion going on up there, as they instruct you to believe. You just have to observe it for yourself. See what observation does. See, it's getting dark there now. Look at that radius. It's getting real clear now. Crystal clear. There ain't no muddy water here, folks. It's all observable reality. Take it for what it's worth. Yeah.